Welcome to the 10-Minute Book Club. Today, we will summarize the book of John F. Kennedy on Leadership by John A. Barnes. John F. Kennedy on Leadership: The Lessons and Legacy of a President by John A. Barnes. Introduction. John F. Kennedy, JFK, remains one of the most iconic leaders in American history. His presidency, though cut short, was marked by a unique leadership style that blended vision, charisma, adaptability, and decisive action. John F. Kennedy on Leadership by John A. Barnes examines the qualities that made JFK a remarkable leader and extracts valuable lessons that can be applied in politics, business, and personal development. The book delves into key aspects of Kennedy's leadership, including his ability to inspire through visionary speeches, navigate crises with composure, and build a team of talented advisors. It also highlights his willingness to learn from mistakes and challenge conventional thinking. This summary explores JFK's leadership philosophy and how his methods can be used by leaders today. 1. Visionary leadership. The power of a clear mission. One of JFK's defining qualities was his ability to articulate a compelling vision. His call for a new frontier inspired a generation to push boundaries in civil rights, space exploration, and public service. Example: his bold goal of landing a man on the moon by the end of the 1960s was ridiculed at first, but ultimately achieved, demonstrating the power of setting ambitious targets. Lesson: great leaders set inspiring goals that unify people toward a common purpose. 2. Breaking the rules. Challenging the status quo, Kennedy was not a traditional politician. He defied political norms by bypassing party structures and using television as a direct communication tool. His campaign against Richard Nixon in 1960 revolutionized political strategy. Example: instead of relying solely on party machinery, JFK built his own campaign network, emphasizing direct voter engagement and televised debates. Lesson: leaders should be willing to disrupt outdated systems and create new pathways to success. 3. Resilience. Overcoming adversity. JFK's personal life was marked by health struggles, including chronic back pain and Addison's disease, which he kept hidden from the public. His resilience extended to his political career, where he learned from failures and adapted quickly. Example: after the failed Bay of Pigs invasion, Kennedy accepted full responsibility, restructured his advisory system, and improved decision-making processes. Lesson: resilience is key to effective leadership. Leaders must own their failures, learn from them, and improve. 4. Charisma and public image. Kennedy understood the importance of image and personal branding. He used television, photography, and public appearances to project a youthful and energetic leadership style. His wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, played a key role in crafting a sophisticated image of the White House. Example: his live press conferences, humor, and wit made him one of the most engaging presidents in U.S. history. Lesson: a strong public presence enhances credibility and connection with people. 5. Mastering communication. The power of words. JFK's speeches remain some of the most memorable in history. His inaugural address, featuring the famous line, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," inspired civic engagement worldwide. Example: his Berlin speech, "Ich bin ein Berliner," showed solidarity with West Germany, reinforcing U.S. support during the Cold War. Lesson: effective communication is a leader's most powerful tool. 6. Crisis management. Staying cool under pressure. Kennedy's greatest leadership test came during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Instead of rushing into war, he used diplomacy, a naval blockade, and back-channel negotiations to de-escalate the crisis. His ability to remain calm under immense pressure prevented nuclear conflict. Example: his strategic patience led to the Soviet withdrawal of nuclear missiles from Cuba without direct military confrontation. Lesson: in crises, measured responses and strategic patience are more effective than impulsive reactions. 7. Building a strong team. The role of trusted advisors, JFK surrounded himself with some of the brightest minds of his time, including his brother Robert Kennedy, speechwriter Ted Sorensen, and defense strategist Robert McNamara. He valued diverse opinions and encouraged open debate before making decisions. Example: his decision-making during the Cuban Missile Crisis was influenced by careful deliberation with his advisors rather than a single point of view. Lesson: leaders should build teams of competent and trustworthy individuals who challenge their perspectives. 8. Decision-making. Owning responsibility, Kennedy made tough decisions and took responsibility for their outcomes. When the Bay of Pigs invasion failed, he publicly admitted his mistakes, earning respect for his accountability. Example: unlike some leaders who deflect blame, JFK accepted the consequences of poor decisions and focused on improving. Lesson: true leadership means taking responsibility for both successes and failures. 9. Moral leadership. Advocating for civil rights, JFK initially took a cautious approach to civil rights, but later became a vocal advocate for racial equality. His 1963 speech on civil rights laid the foundation for landmark legislation. Example: his national address on civil rights was a turning point in American history, leading to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Lesson: leaders must stand for justice, even when it is politically risky. Learning from mistakes. Adapting and growing, JFK was not infallible. He made errors in judgment, but was quick to learn from them. His ability to adjust strategies and policies set him apart from rigid leaders. Example: after the Bay of Pigs debacle, he overhauled intelligence operations to prevent future failures. Lesson: leadership is about continuous learning and improvement. Conclusion: the Kennedy legacy. JFK's leadership style combined vision, charisma, resilience, and strategic decision-making. He understood the power of words, the importance of adaptability, and the value of strong teams. His presidency, though short, left a lasting impact on leadership principles. Whether in politics, business, or personal leadership, his example serves as a timeless blueprint for those seeking to lead with inspiration and effectiveness. Key takeaways: define a bold vision. Set ambitious goals that inspire action. Challenge the norm. Innovate and create new paths. Be resilient. Overcome setbacks with determination. Communicate with impact. Master the art of persuasion. Build a strong team. Surround yourself with great advisors. Stay calm under pressure. Lead with composure in crises. Take responsibility. Own your decisions and their consequences. Advocate for justice. Support causes that matter, even when difficult. Learn from mistakes. Adapt and improve continuously. Leave a legacy. Create lasting positive change.